What's up guys, Amanda Shante here and welcome back to my channel. This video is kind of weird. I don't even really know where to start or how to even get into it, but recently there's been a lot of drama in the WeedTube or cannabis community, and it's been brought to my attention. I kind of removed myself from all of that because of drama, and I didn't feel good about being in that community. So I've been separated for a while, but recently, as of I want to say 2 days ago, Koala Puff, another influencer, she posted a video speaking on some of her experiences with some other influencers, and there's one specific influencer she mentioned and expressed her experience with, and it gave me the courage to also come and tell my story and my experience with that same person. Again, Koala Puffs talked about multiple things with multiple people. I will not be talking about those other things. I'm only speaking on my experience with Mackenzie and Two Girls One Bong, and that is it. I'm not speaking on anything else. So here's the video you guys have been waiting. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you guys a timeline of how I found Two Girls One Bong, how I got the job, my experience with Mackenzie, and then how it ended, and that's it. I was put on to Two Girls One Bong by my ex-boyfriend about 5 years ago. I was watching Two Girls One Bong for about 2 years up until I got the job at High Rise Co., which is the company Two Girls One Bong works underneath. I was on Snapchat one day, I wanna say it was in August of 2017. I was on Snapchat one day and I saw Mackenzie had posted a snap inquiring for employees because High Rise was hiring and they needed one employee to work in the warehouse, fulfill orders, all that, yada, yada, yada. I was like, you know what? Why the hell not? I'll just apply. I have experience, you know, I feel like it would be a good fit, and on the side, I'm a fan. So why not? So I applied, you know, I didn't hear anything back for about a week or two, and then all of a sudden I got an email back from the owner of the company inquiring a little bit more information about myself and my experience. So I gave it to him, and then he asked if I could come in for an interview. Came into an interview, nailed it, offered me the job right then and there. Took it, obviously, because I thought it was gonna be a next step, more exposure, whatever. I just wanted the job. So I took the job. A week later, I come in and I meet Mackenzie for the first time. I will say she was kind of off-putting. She wasn't very welcoming. She didn't have an attitude like she was better than me, but she did have some type of aura that I kind of needed to earn her attention, and I felt that off rip. I want to say in the beginning, it was kind of slow up until us getting to really talk. Like we would casually talk and say hi and whatever, but we didn't really start talking for about a month into me working there, and she just randomly came up to me one day and was just like, hey, do you want to be in a video with me? And I was like, oh my gosh, I was so scared, I was honored, I was nervous, I was excited, I was like all these emotions, you know, because in my eyes these are people I've been watching for like 2-3 years, and I admired and I wanted to be like them in a sense, you know. So I was starstruck. So she asked me, I obviously said yes, and then we filmed this video right here. That was the first video I ever filmed with her. After that, it took off. I just started filming videos here. I filmed at least 12 or 13 videos with her. So after the first video, again, it just took off. She started asking me every other day if I could film, if I could come over, and things like that. And I was like all here for it. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna, you know, I had a head full of dreams. I wanted to become like her. I looked up to her. So I said yes. I wanted to do everything she wanted. Not in an ass kissy way, more so for myself. I wanted to grow as well, and I had fun. So we were working with each other. But then slowly I started to notice things. Whenever she wanted to film, I always had to go pick up the supplies. Mind you, she had a car at this time. I had to always go pick up the supplies, pay for the weed.
So I'm sitting here editing the video, and I just wanted to make a little side note. When I say I paid for all of the weed, I'm saying any of the videos that are not in the studio, I paid for. So any videos at her apartment or in the car, I paid for. All the videos done in the studio were sponsored, so she didn't even pay for that either.
And I always had to come to her. She never would meet me halfway. She never would come to my house. I always had to go to her. And if any of those three things couldn't be done by me, it was kind of a problem. She would always give me those false hopes of, I'll pay you back when you get here, I'll pay you tomorrow at work, I owe you an eighth, all that. Other videos you see me in with 2 girls, 1 bong, I paid for the weed, and I will stand by that. So I just noticed little things. Then I started to notice if I couldn't film when she wanted me to film, if I couldn't just be at her beck and call, it was a problem. And she would kind of not threaten me, but she would just word things like, oh, well, I'll just find someone else to film with, or, oh, just forget it then, I thought you were down. Like, she would kind of try to manipulate me to make me feel bad, and then I would end up just canceling whatever plans I had so I could drop and go do whatever video she wanted to do at that time. So I felt that was kind of weird, and I felt that was really controlling, and I felt that wasn't a real friend. So that's when I started to really see that I don't think she's really here for me. Another thing, I would ask her to hang out all the time. Hey, you want to come over to my house? Hey, my friends are having a kickback. Hey, you want to go to this party? No, 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 no. Always a problem. Almost like she's too good to hang out with me. But whenever she wanted me to hang out with her, go to an event, come to her house, I always was just like, cool, yeah, whatever. It was never a problem. But with her, she just couldn't hang out with me and my friends. So I found that weird. So towards the end of our friendship, her car got stolen. I don't know if you guys kept up with her back then, but she used to have a Jeep. It got stolen. I was one of the first people she even called when the car got stolen. She was crying to me on the phone. Amanda, my car got stolen. I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. Da, da, da. And I was there for her. I was like, calm down. It's okay. I'm here for you. I have a car. I could drive you to work. I could pick you up from work. I could drive you to whatever you need to do. I'm here for you. Like, don't trip. Because if it was me, I would want my friend to be there for me. From there on, I ended up being pretty much her chauffeur. I was picking her up before work. Even if she had to go in before me, I was picking her up before work. I was taking her home after work. I was picking food up for her. I was driving her 2 dogs at the time around in my car that both, mind you, shed like a motherfucker, okay? Driving both of those dogs in my car with no hesitation, with no bad energy. I was just trying to be a friend, okay? Then all of a sudden, she meets, no, let me back up. The icing, pretty much the cherry on top, which made me shut down from her. One time, a silence hippie, Sasha, she came to the studio, right? Okay. Any other time we're in the studio or at work, there's no issue with me being around. There's no issue with me being around while they film. There's no issue being around when they're just in the studio. I could always be in there. That's the feel I got. I never was told otherwise. But that specific day when Sasha was there, all of a sudden it was a problem. I couldn't be in the studio anymore. I couldn't be around Sasha because Sasha would get uncomfortable and all this stuff. So Mackenzie pretty much explains that to me. I met Sasha, like we did a hello, I'm Amanda, hi, I'm Sasha, shook hands, whatever. We did that, but I couldn't stay past that. So I leave, I remove myself, I go to work, I'm doing my thing. 2-3 hours later, Mackenzie comes out and tells me to my face, oh, you're lucky you weren't in there because it was awkward. The energy was off. The vibes were weird. You're so lucky, blah, blah, blah. And at the time, because I'm thinking she's my friend, I'm agreeing with her. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I'm glad I was out here because I don't do good with weird energy. Da, 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 da. I'm agreeing with her. I'm trying to give her benefit of the doubt that she really was trying to have the best interest for me and not keep me concealed. But what happened 2 weeks later is what made me really see Mackenzie in a different light. 2 weeks later, I get a DM from Silence Hippie on Instagram. And I'm like, oh, what the heck? I open it. She writes me, I wish I had this DM still, but I don't. I've looked, I don't know if I think it got deleted back in the day when my ex-boyfriend hacked my Instagram. He deleted all of my content. So I think that's when it got deleted. But she DM'd me saying, I wish we could have spent more time together because you seemed like a really cool person. I've seen you in some of Mackenzie's videos and I really wanted to hang out. What? Because Mackenzie told me you didn't want anybody around. Mackenzie told me that you didn't want to be awkward and have weird energy to film. That's what Mackenzie told me. But now she's telling me pretty much the opposite, that she wanted me around and she wanted to hang out. So who's lying to me? Okay. the last and final thing that made me want to not associate with Mackenzie anymore was that she was giving me false hope. So around December, January, Mackenzie just stopped talking to me. She stopped replying to my text messages. She stopped texting me in general, asking me to do videos. She completely stopped. I come to find out via social media, not even from her, she couldn't even tell me herself. She started hanging out with Aaron and Koala Puffs, and she reunited with Joya. Okay, I'm okay with all of that. Do you get your bag, whatever you're gonna do, but don't step over me like I'm disposable and now you no longer need me because people with higher platforms are looking at you now. That's fucked up, in my opinion. And that's what happened. She got with Aaron and she started the weed tube, completely left me out. She started doing Two Girls One Bong with Joya again, like I didn't exist. Like I didn't get hella views off of all the videos we did, more views sometimes than her and Joya would get. Just, who's Amanda, right? But she would call me, or not even call me, she would text me in January. It was just through January. It was nothing past January. Just through January. Hey girl, I'm gonna shout you out on my Instagram. Hey girl, I'm gonna post you on my Instagram. I'm gonna shout you out on YouTube. And she even went far enough to tell me, hey girl, I'm gonna give you money for these videos we've done. I'm looking into cutting you a check. Have I been paid? Have I had any exposure? Have I had any shout outs? Have I had any postings on the weed tube? Have you guys seen me? No, because she's a liar. And as of that day, after she told me all that stuff that she's gonna shout me out, she's been saying that shit since I've known her, and she's never done it. Even in the video, she doesn't even tag me. She doesn't tag my Instagram. She doesn't tag nothing. So it's just like, you truly don't want the best for me. You are just using me as a prop because you saw I did numbers for you. And that's it. You weren't my friend. You don't want the best for me. You never wanted the best for me. And now Koala has exposed that you're genuinely like that. And it's not me. I'm not taking it personal anymore because that's just how you are. That's the type of person you are. You use and step over people until you don't need to use and step over them anymore. And that's it. Koala Puffs was your next step up, and she gave you everything you probably wanted. And now look what you're doing to her. Because that's the type of person you are. You're a backstabber, you're a liar, you're a gaslighter, and it's not okay. And I thank God that Koala Puffs has put you on blast, so now I can now put my 2 cents in and show how bad you treated somebody who was genuinely there for you and genuinely wanted you to succeed and was genuinely a fan of you and thought you were a cool person. But that shows, do not judge what you see in front of a camera until you know who this person is, because people show you what they want you to see. People put on personas that they want you to see, or personas that they think the audience will attach themselves to, and that's exactly what that girl did. That's exactly what she's doing, and she will currently and always do. And that's the truth. She will continue to step over people, use people for her benefit when that girl has nothing. When her car got stolen, her boyfriend was even breaking up with her. She had nothing. Like Koala Puffs said, that's why her and Koala Puffs moved in together so fucking fast, because Mackenzie had nowhere to go, not even a car. But that's all I'm gonna say on that. That's my experience with Mackenzie. Would I do it again? No. Do I take people as they are when they show me? Yes, and I did so. And I removed myself from her. And I did it with no pettiness and no animosity, because I know karma is a bitch and karma will come and get her. And it's currently happening now with Koala Puffs. And I hope she doesn't get away with it. I truly don't, because you guys can see from the videos I did with her, I thought she was my friend. We did numbers, but apparently I was a prop. So if you guys decide to support her, that's all on you. I can't tell people who to support. All I can tell is my experience with people, and just to say, be careful, because not everyone is who they say they are. And I was shown that full force, and I will never forget it. So I hope this video answered all of your guys' questions, and I hope it suffices to what was needed. If you guys want any more information, just leave comments down below and I'll try to answer them to the best of my abilities. Again, I'm not going to give out people's business except mine, and I can only speak on my experience, and so that's what I'll continue to do. I'll continue to use my voice and stand up for what's right. And Mackenzie, you are not right, and you can never justify how you treated people. That's part of the reason why Joya left too. Just saying. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah.